Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Urbek City Builder. I hope you're having a good one because I am excited to be back. Today, we're going to be continuing to build the beautiful city of Neighbourhoods, and the tutorial at the moment wants me to work towards an anarchist commune. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know that I really want to do that, at least not right now. Because at the moment, we only have a +1 on our iron production, and we only have a +4 on coal with a +13 on energy. And then food is only +164. Basically, we need more of everything, and I have been playing around a little bit. I've built a few farm sheds, I've built some grain silos, and that's great. That is giving us more food and food storage, but it's not enough. It just simply isn't enough. So I've been looking into things like farming, and I noticed we have a fruit processor, which, if we get 50 orchards, is going to give us plus 1,800 food production. And I got thinking, well, that's pretty good, but I don't know if I want orchards. They don't seem like the best thing in the world, and this thing also requires something that I don't have, as does the food plant as well. I don't know what this is. I think we need a university for a food plant to exist. But the food plant, now the exciting thing about this is that while it is quite big, it is a 3x3, it has 2,000 food production. So basically, we need to get our hands on a university. And a university has a consumption of 800 unskilled workers, 800 skilled workers, 500 of the high-skilled workers, and 200 energy. But it produces 30 whatever this is, and we kind of happen to need that. So we need to get more people, is what we need, and we need more power. So that's kind of what I'm going to prioritize today, because it means I can go ahead and get the food plant, and then we have a massive amount of food production, which means we can go into building the population even more. So I want to start specifically with power. And at the moment, we have 2 coal plants. One of them is a heavy coal plant, which consumes 40 coal. The regular coal plant consumes 20, and we only have a +4. So we need more coal. Now, we do have some options. We have an open pit coal mine, and we could probably build this. It is going to consume 200 workers, which we have. The skilled workers we have, the highly skilled we have. The energy we don't. But this open pit coal mine would then let me upgrade my power plant, and the energy thing would be fine. The issue is that I need to spend 5,000 skilled workers up front to build this, which means I need more schools. Because I need quite a few more schools, because essentially the schools are where we store, as it were, our unskilled workers. It's a bit weird, but that's kind of how we're going to have to do this. So I need to build more schools, because schools thus far are the only thing I can see that gives us unskilled worker storage. I might be wrong in that. I might be missing something, but it seems like that's the only thing thus far. So what I think I'm going to try and do is lean into the idea I talked about last time, where we go ahead and we do a little something like, let's start with this. We'll leave a gap of 1. We're going to build a road like this, leave a gap of 1, and we're going to build some housing like this. And I'm going to build another road that goes up to about here and goes across to about there. And this road is going to push straight through. Essentially, my plan here is that we're going to create a new neighborhood. I might actually be able to get away with just building this entire thing in one go, which is great. And building this and keeping this space in the middle means I can have this thing upgrade, and that's kind of important. So I can put things like supermarkets back here, or parks, or whatever else they might need. If we want this to be a nightlife district, then we do cool squares in here. If we don't want it to be a nightlife district, then we don't do cool squares in there. It's that simple. This is also a shanty town right now, which is interesting. Why is it a shanty town? Is it because there's a farm shed nearby? I think it might be. Okay. Let's change up my idea just a little bit here. We're going to take all of that out. We're going to go ahead and build a road right here. And we're going to, how far does this thing's radius go? It goes to about there. So we're going to build a road that goes here, here, up to there. And essentially, I'm going to bulldoze everything in these two spaces, bulldoze all of you guys. And we're sort of going to just build all of this again because I need to do it a very specific way so I get very specific buildings. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to let this build up. Some of these guys should upgrade. They have things like hardware shops nearby. They have a cool square relatively nearby. I just want to see what they can become. In fact, they can't really become anything because they need more residents and they need food services in the area. So if I go in here and I get myself a mini market, it actually can't cover this entire space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here with a road. I am going to bulldoze that road. And I'm just going to go ahead and redo the housing here and here. And to be honest, I could do social housing in this space. And it would upgrade to, you know, medium social housing or comfortable social housing or whatever else. But for now, we'll stick with what we've been doing. And now, if I throw this little mini market in here, it covers this entire square, which is great. It would be kind of cool to go for something like a supermarket, which I assume has a bit of a wider radius. It also provides tools. Ooh. Oh, a supermarket might actually be a good idea, and I could have expanded my district a little bit further. You know, suddenly I want to go for the supermarket, and I think we're going to do it. I think we'll have some fun and go for the supermarket. And then do that with our road right there. Put this guy back in. We'll go and we'll bulldoze you, and you guys. These guys are having a real bad time. They're trying to build houses, and I'm constantly bulldozing it. But we can do this. And now we have a supermarket in the middle of this district, which I think is cool. So we should see them upgrade a little bit once the population climbs, which is what we're looking for. This thing also provides extra food services to these guys, and looking at it, we aren't producing enough food to upgrade them, but once we are producing enough food, they will upgrade. So in that sense, we need to figure out the food situation. And I think the simplest way to do it might be to upgrade these guys to modern grain silos, which is going to double the production. Yeah, that seems like the way to do it. So to do that, we just need 6 logistics in the area. And I think the best way to do that is going to be very, very simple. We'll go in here. We'll just do some warehouses. Ooh, I don't have enough iron. Interesting. Okay. Well, we have an iron deposit right here. And we do an iron mine down here, but it's already upgraded to a heavy one. And for the iron logistics module, hello? 12 or more logistics in a 5 radius, 1 or more iron industry in a 5 radius, no open pit. This thing takes a lot of power though, which is kind of nuts. So maybe we're not going to build that. Open pit iron mine actually doesn't need any of the science or whatever it is, but it does need 5,000 workers. Interesting. We also have wind turbines, which can generate power as well. We have solar transformers, nuclear power plants. Good Lord. There's a lot of cool stuff we can do. There's a lot of stuff coming down the line that I'm actually really, really excited about. Okay. We need to figure out this iron situation, and I think the simplest way to do it is just going to be a new iron mine right up here, right? I want to put it on this side, though, to try and keep the pollution away. So we'll do a road that goes around like this, and we can go in and throw an iron mine right there. So the iron situation has kind of sorted itself out, which is good. We now need some logistics, and these guys, I mean, this will upgrade this one grain silo, and that has sort of fixed our food situation. You guys are sort of building, but now we're out of food again, and we're out of power, and we're out of iron. So you can sort of see how things are spiraling a little bit right now. Let me build some houses, and those will eventually, I imagine, upgrade into iron workers' houses, I suppose. We still need food for it, though. We need more iron, and we need more power. So we're kind of in a weird spot right now, where I think the best thing to do might be to just build some fields. Just try and get some food in here to get some of this stuff to build. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Iron miners' houses, you need food and power. Okay. All right. to the power situation. How are we going to fix that? The coal plant. I mean, I need a better coal mine, right? That's the next problem. Although the coal mines can technically go anywhere. So that's not the end of the world that we need more coal mines. I do have more coal mines here. We have 4 of them right now. They just don't produce very much. So, I mean, I guess what we're looking at here is we need another coal mine somewhere else. Oh boy. Okay. Let's figure this out. So we have a coal mine here. We have one here. I mean, I could just throw another one up here. It's not the end of the world if I have to do that, is it? It's not great, but it's also not the end of the world. So we'll go and we'll do this. I think that lines up nicely. And we'll throw a coal mine, I guess, right there. And that now gives us plus 14 coal. It doesn't give us enough coal to actually upgrade this guy to a heavy coal plant, though. Which is frustrating because it would be a really good amount of power, wouldn't it? If we would go from production of 400 to production of 2,700. Yeah, I think we need to upgrade this guy. So we need logistics. Wait, no, we need residents. Oh, that's easy. So if I do this, and I do this, I mean, they're not going to build yet, but they will eventually. We just need to fix the food situation, and they should build. So now they're building. This guy is, I think, ready to upgrade. So now we have power. We still have some surplus coal, which is coming from the coal miners' houses, which I totally forgot about as a thing. And we need to build more of those around these coal mines to get more coal. I completely forgot about that as a thing. So that's actually okay. Which, thinking about it, that probably means if I was to go in here and say, you know, give me some housing here, give me some housing here, and if I did sort of the same thing, I mean, what's the radius on you? Up to there? Okay. So if I go and do this and this, and I sort of do the same thing here and here, yes, that is going to consume more food, but it's also going to produce more coal, and that's kind of what we need. So we'll give that a shot and see how it goes. We can sort of do the same thing in here, do the same thing right there. And technically we could do the same up here as well. So something like this, and actually we can do it right here as well. So all of that should help with coal production, which is good in theory. We just need more food. So, ooh, this actually worked out really nicely as well. Let me go and delete these guys back here because apparently they're not really doing what I want them to do. And then you are, yeah, we don't have enough food. That's fine. So these guys are doing what I want. We're getting some iron. We're getting some coal. As they all build, we should get more of each. And that's kind of what we're looking for as well. I think we could probably go ahead and do a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And that'll work out as well. It really is just the food situation now. So in terms of sorting out food, I mean, farm sheds are kind of great for it. Orchards have pretty good production. They need farmhouses in radius, but they also need zero pollution, which there's a lot of up there. We could do tenant farmers. We do have farmhouses up there. Maybe we just upgrade this guy to have... My worry is pollution, I'm going to be honest. If I go and I build some warehouses... Well, what if I did this? I don't have enough iron to satisfy this setup right here. That's kind of a pickle. I need these houses to build because I kind of need that iron. And to get that, I need more food. This is very frustrating, I'm going to be honest, but I can get it. I can do this. If I build these fields right here, we should see the food production come up. We should see these guys hopefully build. It's just a matter of throwing more fields into the world, throwing some stuff at the wall, and seeing what sticks. Okay, so by expanding my farms over here, I was able to get another farm shed up this way. So we should see a lot of these guys upgrade. We're already seeing some pretty good upgrades down here. We are seeing food production come way down as all of these upgrades happen, and also as all of these guys build down here. But that's all right. It'll sort of level out at some point, which it looks like it's kind of doing, or at least trying to do. I think, to be honest, what I'll do, since we have a pretty good surplus of unskilled workers, is I'm going to bring some fields just back here. And honestly, I'm going to bring them right up to the coast like that. It's going to take up a massive amount of our unskilled workforce, but I can also throw another farm shed in here once I get it far enough away from the other one, which is going to be right about there. That gives us a really good surplus of food. This all builds up. We still maintain a surplus of unskilled workers, which means I'm kind of now free to have a little bit more fun, which is what I've been wanting to do this entire time. Now, we are still a bit shy on iron and on coal. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to take a look at these, the radius of this guy, and I'm going to look at the radius of this guy. And honestly, looking at it, I could probably fill up a lot of the space in between these two with a bunch of the coal workers' houses. Now, I don't know exactly how these things are going to lay out. I don't know if I can sort of, you know, stack them the way I have other houses. But I suppose we could give it a shot. Now, if I did this, that entire space will fill up with coal miners' houses. It does need to be relatively close to a road, though. So I think 6 is actually the highest I can go on this. So that right there. And then I would need a road. So let's do this. I think that'll be pretty decent. I think, maybe. So we're gonna go 3 and up to there. And we want to go 3 up to there. We'll leave a gap sort of in the middle. We will do some roads here and here. And I'm honestly just going to connect them through the farms. I think that's probably okay. And this should all turn into coal miners' houses, I think. Unless the coal miners' houses need to be right on a road, which they do. Oh! Okay. That changes everything. Let's bulldoze most of this, including... Let's just get rid of the farms. Get rid of everything in there. So the coal miner houses need to be on roads. So we need to do this. We need to do, well, just that actually is going to be fine. So we'll fill up this space, fill up this space. And in fact, these will not be coal miner houses at all. And then we'll go in, we'll replace you, replace all of you. And that's actually going to explain why these guys aren't coal miners houses either. So that is fine. I guess if I really wanted to, I could do this. And I could throw some coal miners' houses here. And, well, I don't have enough resources to do that, but now I do. That should give us a massive amount of coal. Each one of these guys is producing 1. So coal production's up to plus 80, which is lovely. This is a weird-looking neighborhood. Very, very weird-looking neighborhood. But that's okay. That's kind of the point, I suppose. And we can go ahead and build this up, you know, similarly down here with all the other coal plants that we have. Also realizing you guys probably need a road right here. So let's see, go 1, 2, and down and across. And they should now build. We could probably fill the rest of this space with some stuff as well, but pollution, I think, is going to start reaching them. Let's see. No, you do have 0 pollution in area. You don't have pollution in area either. I wonder if the blue is the pollution, because the... Does that produce any pollution? I don't know if it does. I would assume it does. I mean, regardless, we have some things building in here, so that's fine. Still a good amount of food production, still a good amount of unskilled workers. And to tell you the truth, I think I am going to go ahead and just fill these spaces up with fields because I can. And if I wanted to, I could put a farm shed right there, which is very tempting, actually. Because, again, massive amount of food production. So let's do it. And I wonder, can I throw a grain silo here? No, I need more farmhouses in the area. I mean, we could do that. It would be more food storage. So let's take a look and see what we can do. We could put a farmhouse right about there. And we could do a farmhouse right about there. And then I should be able to throw a grain silo right about there. That's perfect. So that works out really nicely. That gives us what we're looking for. It gives us that little bit more in the way of food storage and food production. We still have a good amount of workers. Now we just need to do the same idea with iron over here. So what we'll do is we'll throw some roads here and here. And we're going to want a road that goes down to here. And I guess, what's our radius on this thing? I don't know if yellow or if, I don't know what I'm looking for here. Let's do a quick test. So this goes to 1 from the road, so there. And, ooh, it is going to be an iron miner's house. That's good. Okay. So that works out really nicely, actually. Let's do this and do this. And then what we can do is essentially, we can go in and make all of this, and all of this into houses, and essentially do the same thing the entire way around. That is all going to be iron miners' houses, and that's going to give us a nice amount of iron production, and we shouldn't really need to worry about it too much anymore. And it actually looks kind of cool. I've got to be honest. I think it looks kind of cool, except for the fact that the corner buildings are a bit nasty looking, so I'm going to get rid of the corner buildings because they are a little bit gross looking. But I like that a lot. I actually like that. I like that a whole lot. I think it looks really cool. So that gives us everything we need. We can put some logistics in here to upgrade this if we wanted to. 6 logistics, and it would upgrade to give us production of 50 rather than 5. So I'll tell you what, that seems like a great idea. It is going to consume power, but we have a lot of that going right now. So let's get some logistics in here. And I mean, best way to do it, I think, going to be plain and simple, is we go in, we get ourselves some warehouses. We'll do 2 right there, and we'll do 2 right here. And I guess we'll go ahead and do 2 right there. And that should upgrade to a heavy iron mine, giving us a nice amount of iron production. That's perfect. That is exactly what we were looking for. Now, a little something I do want to do is I want to move this farm shed back if I can, which actually looking at it, I might not be able to do, but I'm going to give it a shot. So I want to come in here and I want to do a section of road that's 3 long. And I also want to bulldoze this farm shed. And I want to say that we want a new farm shed. Well, we need 2 of them actually. I need 1 there. And I do need 1 there as well. I could put it in that spot actually, which would be totally fine. So let's do that. We need a road that comes in, and I need a farm shed right here. And then we can go in and simply replace the bits that I lost with some fields, and we still maintain our food production, which is great news. We'll go ahead and fix that bit up as well. But what I've done is I've moved this blue square away from the houses, which means in theory, I think I can build houses in here without any pollution. So bring this road down. And you know what? Let's do some bulldozing. Let's get you out of there and you out of there. In fact, no, let's not do some bulldozing, because this guy right here really nicely covers that area. So if I bring a road down through the middle, that's okay. I can do some housing here. Oh wait, no, I can't. I don't have enough resources. I don't have enough in the way of unskilled workers. So now I do. I'm going to bulldoze. I don't have for that, so that's okay. Take out this bit. Ooh. This being a bit of a smaller area might not play all that nicely with my idea for housing, but we'll see how it goes. Some of them are going to upgrade, which is fine. Some of them are going to be shanty towns, which I don't love. I'm not 100% sure why. Being close to industry is doing that. I wonder if it's the farms then. I wonder if being that close to the farms is causing them to be shanty towns. And what's wrong with you? 0 or less pollution in a 5 radius. What is causing your pollution? Ooh, I think oh, interesting. Is it, what's causing your pollution? Is it the farm shed? I think it might be. I think the farm shed might be causing some pollution right there, which is kind of a problem. We might honestly need to move all of our farming out of this central area, because we kind of have a city down here, right? We have all of this, which by the way, I want to get rid of these villas at some point. And then we have a massive area of farming, and then we have all of this. I feel like we need to fill in this middle space with some dense industry and move all of my farms over to the outskirts. That might not be a bad idea. Really might be the way to do it. Let's actually see if we can do that. Let me go and just sort of lay a bunch of farming into all of this space and see what that gives us. I'm wondering if I can maybe move this farm shed and some of these farms away from here. So a farm shed to build it around here. I could build one there by the looks of it. So let's do that. Gives us a bunch of good stuff. Bulldoze that farm shed and put some farms in there to fill up that space. Do you still have pollution? You don't. Okay, so that farm shed was causing some problems, but we have at least managed to replace it with another one elsewhere, so we're okay. The only issue is now we're consuming way too many goods because we keep building the nightlife neighborhoods. So we need another goods factory, but that's all right. We can manage that. We can totally get one. They're relatively cheap, I think. So goods factory, it is going to consume a bit of power, but I think we have everything we need for it. We have 3 of them right here. So now, oh, we don't have enough logistics. Interesting. Okay. Put 2 logistics right there and put a goods factory right there. And now we have enough goods. Now we have everything we need. We can come back up this way and we can keep doing what we're doing. So for you to upgrade to a wealthy suburb house, you need leisure, you need more residents, and you need education in this space. So we were talking about needing schools. So what I think we're going to do is I'm going to put a school right here and we'll bring this road up to fill up that space. And that should give us education in the neighborhood, which is good. For them to be downtown houses, they need more education though. So they need a high school. Ooh. Why are these farms being abandoned? Are they too far from roads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? They might be. They might actually be too far from roads, now that I think about it. That would kind of make sense. Okay, let's just go ahead and punch a road straight through the middle of all of those farms and see if that gets rid of the issues. It looks like it did, so that's okay. I've never really seen that happen before. I mean, are you... Yeah, yeah, they're all relatively close to roads. I think that was probably the issue. But that's okay. So, for these guys to continue to upgrade, now we did just get a little bonus to our total number of workers, which is good. But for these guys to upgrade further into downtown houses, we need a high school. We also need more leisure. Now, I wonder if that's a little something I can manage. Now, we could get our hands on a university, which is going to provide... I think it has 2 green areas. It doesn't actually provide education to an area, which is interesting. I can put a high school here, though, which I guess is fair enough. Or I could put it there and mess up the roads a bit. I'm thinking here, though. I think right here is probably the fair spot for it. That should provide education to the neighborhood. We can do this. And now you have education. You just need more leisure in the area. So if I go to parks, can I get a little park that's going to give me more than 2 leisure? The floral park does. The problem is that the floral park is not really what I'm looking for. Unless it is. I guess it could be. The floral park could potentially work. Paved areas, main square. Oh, the main square though. Now it provides 2 as well. I think... Let's try a little something here. Let's try this. And let's try this. And then... we'll bulldoze you. We'll bulldoze you. And we'll just try putting a road straight like that. And then we're going to have some weirdness down... we're going to have some weirdness right there. All right. Bulldoze, bulldoze. Bulldoze, bulldoze. Let me go and say that I want a floral park at the corners. And then I'm going to say I want some housing in here and in here. And I want to see what that does. I want to see what that does for the neighborhood. Because we should see you guys ready to upgrade into 2-story downtown houses. And to go from there to artists' neighborhood, you need a sculpture nearby. To go to a nightlife neighborhood, you need a cool square nearby. And to go to mixed use, you are going to need banking nearby. And to go to 5-story, you're going to need healthcare and retail nearby. Well, that's not the end of the world. That's actually okay. As for you, you need more residents in the area. So this really, my plan to kind of min-max a district into existence has slightly backfired. I think in part because my layout just kind of sucks. But I feel like I was close to something. I feel like I was getting somewhere with this, and then I just wasn't. I also want to fix some of these buildings because they're really annoying me. I do feel like I was getting somewhere. I genuinely do. I feel like I was close to something, and then it just didn't work. So that's a little frustrating. I feel like this could look a lot better than it currently does. Definitely don't think it's a great looking district. Oh, we also have, yeah, we have some parking lots popping up as well. Okay. It's very quickly. Oh, we have metros and stuff like that. Pedestrian walkways as well. Ooh. Okay. It's very exciting. Let's go ahead and we'll get a bus stop right here. We'll get a bus stop right about here, and we'll go for a bus stop right there as well. And that should get rid of the parking lots. So I think what I'm going to do now is go ahead and just sort of expand this space. This is currently 6 across here, and it is 12 up that way. So it's 2 times as high as it is wide. And we're basically just going to fill this up with housing is what I'm going to do. So we'll just fill the entire thing. We'll do this. And then as soon as I get the resources to build up the rest of it, which I now have, we'll do this. That is going to eat into my food production quite considerably, which is to be expected. But I just want to see how crazy this gets without me doing much to it. Because immediately we have wealthy suburb houses. For that to become downtown houses, we need more people in the area. And we also need to make sure, again, that we have bus stops around here. So let's go ahead and put a bus stop right here. We'll do a bus stop right there. That keeps us nicely covered. Should stop it from turning into parking lots. But we still have the problem with food. So now looking into food, we need to get our hands on another farm shed, which actually looking at it, we can put one right there, which is good. So this should continue to develop. And these guys are now turning into downtown houses. For them to be 2-story houses, they need healthcare and they need more residents. For you guys, it's going to be healthcare. So to get healthcare in there, I mean, we have some choices, right? We have actually providing 3 healthcare is not bad. It's a pretty good looking building. And I think we can afford this. I'm thinking we build a hospital. I'm thinking a hospital. I mean, I can't actually see what the radius would be on this thing. I don't really know what the radius would be on this thing. Let's see. That's about the middle right there. So let's just slap a hospital right in the middle of that space and watch it upgrade, which is pretty cool, honestly. So upgrades into 2-story downtown houses. For mixed use, we need banking. Why are you not upgrading? What's your problem? Need more leisure, need more food services, and need more residents. Okay. Well, we can do that. We can absolutely do that. Leisure is going to be relatively simple. I think a nice floral park next to the hospital could be an idea. That'll get some of them upgrading. And then for food services, honestly, I kind of want another supermarket. I think a supermarket's kind of the way to go. It provides one food service, but not to the whole district. That is unfortunate. Okay, maybe a mini market would be the way to go. But that is going to need an excess of food, which again, we do not have. But thanks to another farm shed here in the corner, we now have the food that we need, and we can see some upgrades going on down here, which is great. Let's go ahead and get the... We're actually going to need... Oh man, we're technically going to need 2 of these markets. Actually, no, I can put one right there. That's interesting. Okay. Needs to be on a road. So what we'll do is we'll come in here. We'll build a little road like this. And we'll throw ourselves a little mini market right there. That should provide food to this entire square. So we should see some upgrades going on. I do want this mixed use commercial residential though. I'm going to be honest. I think that's kind of what we need here. I think it'd be cool. So we need banking. Now we have a bank, or we have a small bank. And for the small bank, I really don't know what it's necessarily gonna provide for us. The bigger bank provides 5 banking. Again, I don't know what the radius of this thing is. So, I mean, it consumes a fair bit, but again, I think we can afford it. So we'll do a big bank here. And you know what? I'm going to do another big bank right over there. And let's see what happens. Let's see what some of this turns into. Mixed use commercial residential. That's what I wanted. That is exactly what I wanted. That's still a downtown 2-story house. You're ready to upgrade, but I don't produce enough food to satisfy consumption of the construction. So again, we're back to the food situation. But we do, admittedly, have a big chunk of space here where we could put farms. And the idea eventually is that we're going to do less with farms, right? We want to lean heavily into things like farm sheds, fruit processors, and food plants. In fact, for a food plant, which I feel we should get, we just need a university. And looking at our stats, we can afford a university. It's bloody huge, but we can afford it. I'm also feeling like the university should go... I don't know where to put the... Maybe this space over here. Maybe we get rid of the villas and the university can have its own sort of space right here. That would be kind of cool. And I think that is kind of what we're going to do. What are you? That's a water wheel, right? It is a water wheel. Okay, I mean... I feel like we should get rid of it. I feel like we don't need it. We're generating enough power. I'm also going to just get rid of the villas because we don't need those either. And they were also consuming food, so they can go away. And then the university has to be relatively close to a road. But I'm thinking right here. We just got the nuclear power plant. Good Lord. Yeah, university right there. That thing looks really, really cool. And we'll give it a little road like that. We can do some stuff with it eventually, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, we've got like the Faculty of Arts and Letters unlocked, the university restaurant. We have a lot of cool stuff here. But for now, we're just going to have the university on its own. We're now going to be generating whatever this is. Science, I think it is. It's kind of bugging out when I hover over it, but I'm pretty sure it says science. Which means, oh my God, look at this! We have... So that's a 5-story residential building. Not bad. Not bad at all. We can get a green one as well. Ooh. Need more green areas in a radius, but that's not bad. Okay. Not bad at all. Upgrade to 5-story mixed use commercial. Needs more retail. Oh, that's really cool. I'm going to be honest. Oh yeah, no, I remember why I wanted to build that thing. The food plant. So the food plant needs farm sheds in a radius. I could build it here. Or I could build it back there. What is it, 3 wide? Yeah, it's about 3 across. Okay, let's build the food plant. Why is my... Oh God, I was typing up here. What was it, Nerdbeck? There we go, look at that, done. So we need the food plants. I don't want to put it here. That's very close to where I'm building. I think over here is kind of the sweet spot for it. So right there, we now have good food production. We now have mixed-use commercial residential building up, which is making this area look really cool. I've got to be honest. I really, really dig it. We get some of these guys that could do with building up a little bit further. But if we can get more retail, we will see, I guess, the 5-story versions of all of these. Now, how am I going to... It's actually, retail's currently 39. Are some of you guys not upgraded? No, you are all upgraded. You're not. You guys aren't either. You just need more people in the area to upgrade. So what if I was to do this right here? That should encourage you guys to upgrade to wealthy village houses. And then hopefully we can get you guys to go into mixed use commercial residential as well. That would be really, really nice. I've got to be honest. I also love these. These guys here, the nightlife neighbor... Wait, what did you upgrade from? Upgrades from downtown 2-story house and modern 2-story house. Interesting. That is really, really interesting. Okay. So basically... Oh, we don't have enough power anymore. Good Lord. I'm really enjoying this juggling act. I've got to be honest. I'm really, really enjoying this constant juggling act of staying on top of everything. It's actually really, really cool. Wind turbines produce a bit of power. That's kind of cool. Solar produces 25. Nuclear would be interesting. We don't have the steel for it currently. Its production is wild, though. And actually looking at the stats, we could do it. If we got a bit more steel, we could actually do it. We just don't have the power for another steelworks. So, I mean, if I was to go and say that I wanted, I guess, a wind turbine? Ooh, I've just noticed this thing reduces pollution. That's kind of cool. If I was to go and build a wind turbine, so it needs to not have residents in radius. It'd be nice if I could build this in the water as well. That'd be kind of cool. If I build that there, I can build a couple of them along there. They're a little bit expensive, but it gives us a nice boost to power. I can then go and look at getting another steelworks, which, to be honest, I mean, it needs, well, logistics in an area and residents in an area. So if I was to put it on that corner, all I would need to do is this, and I can throw a steelworks there. That should now give us enough steel that I should, in theory, be able to build a nuclear power plant. Which is a terrifying idea. I've got to be honest. Terrifying idea. But it would be a massive amount of power. And I'm pretty sure... Wait, no, its consumption is 45 science. We only have production of 23. So no, we can't do that. But we're close to being able to do that. And that's what's important. Oh man, we're getting somewhere with this, and I'm really enjoying it. I'm also wondering, what do you need to upgrade 6 logistics in radius? If I was to go and build some logistics here, you upgrade, we now have enough food production, although it is dropping again, and it has dropped, and wait, oh my god, these upgraded as well! Oh, that's the 5-story ones! We can get up to 8 stories as well. We need an airport for it. Oh my god. There's so much stuff we can do. This looks so good, though. Oh, I love it. I love that we actually have, like, towers now. Like a proper little town. And then you got, like, these like, storage warehouses at the back. That's so good. Oh, that is so good. I love this so much. I really do. I really, really do. I'm so excited right now.